Hey guys, what's happening? This is Forgo Nation, and today we're going to talk about the Hulk, my man. Now this is the team we're going to be running with. We're going to be using Coulson for his Tier 2 passive, which increases damage dealt to supervillain types by 45% and gives us that guaranteed critical rate by 20%. We're also going to be using Shuri for the same thing, her Tier 2 passive, which decreases damage received from supervillain types by 35%, which is really great to help Hulk's tankiness. He'll be able to take quite a bit more damage, and he increases damage, and she will increase Hulk's damage to supervillain types by 45%. Very sweet. Now let's take a look at Hulk. Now I got my Hulk built up fairly well. You guys see he's ranked 638. He does have that 30% physical attack leadership, so his stats are bumped up right now a little bit. He has 26,000 physical attack. He has 127 attack speed, max crit rate, 168 critical damage, max ignore defense, max skill cooldown. You see he has 60% dodge. Get out of here. All of his first, third, and fourth gear are at 25. His second gear is at 20. And I just haven't bumped it up because physical defense, all defense, I mean, it would help. But until he gets to Tier 3, I'm not going to rank this up. And he has all 5-star Urus. Now his skills. Now this is, man, other than the aesthetics as far as how he looks, there's a lot of changes here, guys. The passive is the same as his Ragnarok uni, decreases all damage received by 35%. He has super armor and all defense is 15% up, and increases skill damage by 32%, increased bonus damage by 15%. It's the same as his Ragnarok uni. Now here's where the differences start happening. The one, it has a fracture and a 2-second stun. The Ragnarok uni does not have any stuns at all or fracture. So this will be really useful for crowd control with that stun, and will be really useful for maybe even PvP to remove them heals using having that fracture. The 2, 25% chance of missing attack for 4 seconds, very nice, plus it's like a partial life frame, a good partial life frame. And it also has fracture and has a stun, so again, more crowd control, more removing those heals with that fracture. So he might be PvP viable. I mean, well, I don't know, guys. We're gonna have to see some testing. But the 3 has a bind for 2 seconds, a stun for 2 seconds, excuse me, and a 5-second fracture. Again, 3 skills with fracture, guys. That's crazy. Plus, he's got all this crowd control. Again, man, in Shadowland, he's going to be amazing. And PvP, like I said, he's going to be viable. And this is pretty sweet. Enables attacking enemies who have activated the ignore targeting effect. So he ignores iframes, guys. So whenever a character's in an iframe and you use that 3, you're still going to be able to hit them. That is a meta ability. That is awesome. I mean, Netmarble really showed this guy some love, I gotta say. I mean, but the way I want him to be a PvE god, but I mean, if he ends up being a PvP god as well, that would be awesome. But you know, but I am happy they showed him a lot of love. It's great, man. Now here's a difference right here between the Ragnarok uni and this uni. This uni gives him ignore target dodge rate by 25%, which is really nice. The 3% recovery of max HP is the same, and something else that's different is he has a 20% all attack buff, a 20% all speed buff, and a 20% crit rate buff. That lasts for 5 seconds on a 5-second cooldown. Now in his Ragnarok uni, it's a little bit less. If you look at his Ragnarok uni, it's a 15% buff and a 15% all speed and 15% crit rate. So he's gaining, he got an extra 5% all attack, 5% all speed, and 5% crit rate by having this in-game uni. That's pretty sweet, man. I really like that. More damage, guys. The 4, again, has a stun. That's insane. Deals 25% burn damage every 1 second for 5 seconds, and he still has that 5-second immunity to all damage. Now they changed it. The 5-second immunity on the Ragnarok uni was on the 5 skill. They put it on the 4 skill here. And then you have the 5 here. Incapacitation removes active buff from target, and it also has a stun and fracture. So that is 4 skills with fracture. 4 skills. And we have a stun here. We have a stun here. That's 2 stuns, 3 stun, 4 stun, and 5 stuns. He has a stun on every single skill. So he's going to be able to crowd control like crazy. Crazy. So if he's fighting an AC and no one has a debuff, he's going to stun the crap out of him. Plus he'll be able to use this 3 to hit anybody in an iframe. I mean, that's pretty amazing, guys. Seriously. Like, I was a little disappointed when I first looked at this uni, but when you really start looking at everything that he can become viable in now, I mean, they showed him a lot of love. They really did. And of course, he has that 30% increase of physical attack. Now let's preview the skills. Now what I like to do, guys, I like to start with the 4. I always start with the 4. Well, my 4 got canceled somehow there. Let's get a little closer to the enemy. Hit that 4. And if you guys notice, the immunity, when after the 4 finishes, you have about 1 second of immunity left. You'll have about 1 second. Boom, there's 1 second left on the immunity. So what I've been doing is I'll hit the 4, let it play out. And you want that damage proc on the 4. The 5 also does good damage. The 5 is a partial iframe. Now right now I got the SFX animation off, but in the gameplay you guys will see it on. Just because I wanted to kind of give more of a cinematic view. And as soon as he lands from this 5, he's going to beat up him a little bit, jump down, boom, and then I hit the 2. And the 2's nice. It's got a little gap in there, but it's pretty much an iframe. It starts off just a little bit of a hesitation, and then there's a little gap. There's just a little gap in there, but he pretty much stays in an iframe once he starts pounding on top of the enemy. So the rotation I'm doing is I just go 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 2. The 1. The 1's a nice little partial. I like how he moves to the side. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man. But it's not very good in World Boss. You'll take a lot of damage using that skill. And the 3, which has that ignore iframe effect, it's a great skill, but it's a partial iframe. I like how it brings everybody together. That is awesome. Again, that'll be really good for PvP. But it's not real great against world bosses because you can still take a lot of damage. I do love, though, it's so awesome how he grabs them. Like, it grabs them with one hand and starts pounding on them. That is sweet. Let's look at that again. That is sweet. Man, that is sweet. So let's get out of here. Right now he has a stage 6 Power of Angry Hulk. I might end up fully awakening this. I don't really know, but we'll see, guys. Plus he's already level 70. And I decided to equip a CTP of Rage on him. You can run a damage proc on this guy. In fact, honestly, guys, compared to the Ragnarok uni, I'm not sure why, but it seems like this uni, like, he takes more damage. It seems like his survivability is a little bit less than it was before. Which is really strange because they didn't change any, any effects. And he still has the immunity, he still has the, he's got, a decent iframe on that 2, that partial iframe, and I think it's really just from that 5. There's a little pause in that 5 where you take some damage, and maybe that's what it is, but he does take a little bit more damage. But luckily he's got a heal, so he'll heal up. Yeah. And my uni is at Mythical. Yeah, I put some work into this guy. If you guys want to look at the uniform options, you got Black Widow's Infinity War uni for the first stat. You got Black Panther's uni for the second stat, both great stats. And you guys see that I rolled dodge to help with the CTP. Really, I used the dodge so I could gain a little extra survivability, hopefully dodge some attacks. 60% dodge is quite a bit. 75% would be the max. And then, of course, in the third slot, you got Quake here. And Quake is actually, you can actually buy that uni for gold. So that's pretty cool. You can actually buy that uni for gold. And then Beast here, his uni's a legendary, but I got more dodge there. And then the crit rate, good old Spider Gwen here, which is a pretty good. It's not a bad uni. It's decent. It makes it a little bit better, but And as you guys can see, I do have his the Team Suit uni. I bought it to do a little testing. And yeah, all the stats are exactly the same for both unis. When you rank up one uni, the stats go up on the other uni. If one uni is a legendary, the other uni is a legendary. And as you guys can see, the Team Suit here is at Mythical, just like my in-game uni. And you get that extra 5% all attack and all defense. Now I probably won't buy any more of these unis. I just did it because I love the Hulk. He's my favorite character in the comics, and yeah, I just wanted to show him a little extra love, and I wanted to do some testing with these other unis. Now, let's take Hawk free-to-play style against Stage 50 Proxima. And let's rock and roll. Let's smash. Now I can tell you guys right now, with the Ragnarok uni, there's no way he could do this. No way. No way. I actually did a little testing, and when this uni was at normal, I took him against Thanos. And yeah, guys, just having this uni at normal compared to the Ragnarok uni at mythical, the endgame uni was able to do about 4 stages higher with a normal ranked uni compared to the Ragnarok mythical ranked uni. That is insane. 4 stages more. Nuts. Just to give you guys an idea, so would I recommend buying it? Absolutely, man. This thing is awesome. I actually was a little disappointed when I first looked at it, because I didn't really like how it looked. But I gotta admit, guys, it's kind of growing on me a little bit. My opinion's kind of changing. I love the cinematic view. That looks awesome. And man, his movement speed is so much better. The Hulk can run. I mean, I know we don't really want the Hulk to run, but it's just nice, man. He can get away from attacks so much easier now. And if you notice, that too does some really good damage as well. That's why I got a Rage on him. I thought it was plus just suiting for him to have a CTB of Rage. I know a lot of you guys don't have one. So, you know, my recommendation for a regular Obelisk, just give him a max HP with a damage prop. Max HP with recovery, or double max HP, or, you know, if you're building him for PvE, you know, because he does have super armor. And, I mean, if you really want to make him a PvE, you know, more of a PvE monster, give him immunity to guard break with max HP or recovery rate and invincibility. If you want to build him for PvE, you know, the CTP of energy would be great. And also just a max HP with a damage proc, and that would be great. You really want max HP on him, guys. You really want to give him a little extra life, because like I said, Hawk is strong as hell. The dude's got some serious damage now. But I don't know, man. It seems like his defenses just aren't as good. It's weird. It seems like he can't take as much of a hit as he could before. But, you know, I'm not complaining, guys. He's amazing. Look at the damage we're putting out. Look at this. This is stage 50. And this guy is just wiping the floor with old Proxy. It's insane, man. I really wish they would have gave him a damage accumulation, but I really don't want to complain either, guys, because I'm pretty happy. I gotta say, man, Hawk is strong. He is strong. The dude's got some power, and one thing about having that rage is I'm not trying to time anything. I'm just face tanking and going after her, Hawk style, the way it should be. You know, just going balls to the wall, you know, not holding back at all. That's the way Hawk is, and I love it. But if you're playing with a damage proc, then you're going to have to be a little bit more cautious. You want to try to keep that damage proc on the 5, but if it ends up on the 4, or on the, I mean, you want to keep the damage proc on the 4, but if it ends up on that 5, well, I just lost Shuri. Wow. But if the damage proc lands on the 5, it's going to do good damage. If the damage proc lands on the 5, 4, or that 2, it'll do good damage. Against World Boss, at least against Proxima, I would really avoid the 1 and the 3. Now, against other world bosses, then my opinion might be a little bit different. I might have to play around and test, but I know against Proxima, this rotation seemed to work out the best for me. And look at this, guys. Look at this. Almost a minute left. Look at this, man. This is insane. The dude's ridiculous. I mean, I gotta get out of there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at this. A minute left, guys. He could have done this in 4 minutes. That's crazy. That is bongo, man. So I'm pretty happy with the Hawk, man. He's sweet. Look at the way he can just run around, man. He can get it done. Oh, yeah. So much more fun to play, too. Oh, yeah. Come on, get him. Oh, yeah. We'll get her, actually. So, yeah, guys. Highly recommend this uni. He's freaking spectacular. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.